spent 5 years in Oriole uniform back in Birdland. Wasn't too long ago, was it? Wasn't that long ago. Not as long as for me, anyway. Hey, we got a good series, though. I mean, we got two teams certainly trending in the right direction. The Orioles have been really good all year long, 16-9 in the month of July. The Blue Jays, 14-9 in the month of July, starting to feel their way.
They really are. They're coming to their own. And I'll tell you what, I don't think this club, the Toronto Blue Jays, has really kind of hit their stride up until right about now. This team has pitched well. They've hit well. They've run the bases well. They've played tremendous defense, but they haven't been able to really put it all together. I think last series they were really starting to put it together, which should make for a really interesting matchup here against the Orioles.
The strength of the Orioles lately has been their pitching. And, boy, I tell you, that was on display last night. 18 strikeouts by this pitching staff. That's the most ever in a 9-inning game in Oriole history. And I tell you what, Dean Kramer got it going early for him. Now, the Yankees got his pitch count up pretty good because they do a good job of taking a lot of pitching, but he also had the strikeout pitch working for him as well. He had 6 strikeouts, and then it was up to the relievers after that. So the Orioles end up punching out 18 on the night. There's a good two-seamer in the stand on the inside part of the plate. Look, the Orioles have made big strides in this department. Last year, the Orioles were 25th in baseball in strikeouts as a staff. They sit in the top 10 at 10th right now. So the strikeout pitch has been working for the Orioles a little bit as well for the Orioles. And, you know, the Blue Jays, when I think about the Blue Jays last year, the Blue Jays' strength was its offense. Like, it was a top 5 offense in baseball. It's not quite been that this year. They're sitting 14th best in runs per game. What's the deal with the Blue Jays offense right now?
Yeah, the biggest thing, Ben, is runners in scoring position. So this past offseason, they went ahead and tried to get a little bit more dynamic. They went for more on-base capabilities, and they've had a ton of opportunities, way more than last year, but it's about getting that big hit. They've sacrificed a little bit of power for the capabilities to be on base, and they have done it, yet they haven't been able to really drive it in. You're talking about guys like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. who have not really hit their stride in terms of the power. Bo Bichette has actually been really good in that power department, but losing a guy like Teoscar Hernandez and the power that he was able to possess, it's been a bit of a struggle to replace that. They've had opportunities to score runs, but they're going to have to get that big hit instead of trying to hit it out of the ballpark.
So I know you follow the Orioles, right? Of course you follow the Orioles. But and you know a lot of people around Major League Baseball. What's the word on the street about the Orioles? I mean, best team in the American League, 83 wins last year, on pace to just blow that out of the water obviously this year. But what's the word about the Orioles on the street?
No, they're for real. And I'll tell you what, I talked to a couple players in the Blue Jays dugout today, and they're saying this is a big series. This isn't just a, we're going to show up and today's a new day, we're going to try and take care of business. No, they know this is a huge task at hand, and it's because the Orioles are so impressive. And you got to give Mike Elias and company a lot of credit for hitting on all of those free agents, guys like McCann, Frazier, O'Hearn, being able to pull some guys into the back end of the bullpen to really solidify a bunch of that. What they're doing is absolute for real. I wasn't a buyer early on, but I'll tell you what, they are absolute for real, and they're scary. And it's a team that everybody feels like they are chasing. Yes, the Rays are down a little bit, but I really feel like the team to beat in the American League East is the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, look, the Orioles are getting some national love. I mean, on Fox on Saturday, ESPN last night, and I think the nation is finally waking up, and the people are starting to believe, hey, this team is not going to back up. It's taking steps forward from last year.